Hello guys, welcome to the Movies Recap YouTube channel. If you are new here, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. You will get new interesting videos. So let's start with the video. Well, in this video I will tell you about movie 2067, Australian movie. Climate change has wreaked havoc on the planet by the year 2067, according to science. Only one city in Australia has been able to withstand these catastrophic changes, thanks to the use of synthetic oxygen, which is tainted and gradually causes a deadly illness known as the sickness to spread throughout the population. Ethan White takes care of his wife Xanthi, who is suffering from sickness, while he is away at work. One day, Ethan is summoned before Regina Jackson, the Chronocorp's chief technology officer, who informs him that the sickness will eventually wipe out all of humanity. It was while they were conducting a test of the Chronicle, a prototype time machine that quantum physicist Richard White, Ethan's late father, had been working on before his death, 20 years prior, that they received a radio signal from 400 years in the future with a message directing Ethan to them. To aid in the discovery of a cure for the sickness and the prevention of humanity's extinction, Ethan is asked to be transported into the distant future. The fact that he may never be able to return, as well as his feelings toward his father for abandoning him and his mother, lead to him initially refusing, but the intervention of Xanthi and Ethan's guardian and work colleague Jude eventually convinces him to change his mind. The trauma of time displacement has left Ethan in a lush rainforest, with his only remaining possessions being a hand computer named Archie and a wrist device given to him by his father, Richard. He discovers the entrance to a bunker-like structure, as well as a skeleton dressed in his jumpsuit with a bullet hole in its skull, as well as a decaying Archie and the familiar wrist device, among other things. Ethan is rescued by Jude, who has been following him through time after his life readings, transmitted through the Chronicle, were failing. Ethan is shocked by the discovery of his apparent inexorable death in the near future, and he is sick from eating poisonous berries. Following their discovery, they follow Archie's directions to another, still operational door, which turns out to be the entrance to the Chronicle laboratory. Ethan's wrist device is revealed to be a DNA analyzer that was specifically designed to grant him access to the Chronicle. The device automatically reactivates in 4 hours after being turned off. A holographic recording left by Richard White reveals to the duo that the Chronicle project originally involved the reactivation of an atmospheric monitoring station that would determine the Earth's breathability in the future and then transmit the data back to the past, as revealed by the holographic recording. When Richard first activated the machine, he was surprised to receive a message instructing him to send his own son to the future. However, despite his reservations, he proceeded to prepare Ethan's wrist analyzer anyway. However, an immediate follow-up mission was rendered impossible due to the fact that safely transporting living matter through time necessitated an operational link from both sides, and the data indicated that there was a power failure in the year 2474. A malfunction in the Chronicle's nuclear power core occurs as a result of its activation, threatening to cause a nuclear explosion before the countdown is completed. This is the power failure that had been predicted by the data. Following the path of least resistance, Ethan and Jude arrive at the power core, which is hidden beneath the overgrown ruins of their hometown. When they discover that the ruins are littered with skeletons, including Xanthi's, they come to the conclusion that a cure for the sickness was never discovered. Immediately after, when Jude tries to comfort Ethan recognizes Jude's voice from a recording he discovered on the decaying Archie computer, which was recorded just moments before his future self was killed. Jude holds Ethan at gunpoint and directs him to the reactor's control room, telling him that he is saving him from his own self-destruction. When Ethan is unable to activate the emergency override, he decides to enter the airlock and pull the lever from within. With 37 minutes left on their clock, the duo returns to the Chronicle lab, where Ethan discovers an alternate exit that opens the door next to his skeleton, allowing them to enter. In the midst of a nervous breakdown, Ethan begs Jude to kill him, which Jude declines to do. Jude then admits that there was no realistic prospect of ever changing the course of events. To prove his point, Ethan locks Jude in a room and plays back a recording of his father's journal, Entry from the day that Richard died. After discovering that his mission had been a hoax from the start, Ethan realizes that Jackson had intended to escape from her dying time into the future with a selected few in order to start anew, while Richard held out hope that the return message must have been sent by someone, indicating that there is still hope for the rest of humankind. Richard keyed the time machine to Ethan's DNA in order to prevent it from being abused, but when Richard's colleague revealed that the machine could be rigged to send a person into the future one way, Jackson assassinated Richard. As Ethan's guardian, Jude was appointed to ensure that Ethan was dispatched to the future in time to repair the power failure and stabilize the time portal. If Ethan were to return to 2067, Jackson would have him killed. Ethan attempts to shut down the Chronicle, but Jude intervenes to prevent this. When Ethan refuses to fight him, Jude, who is filled with guilt, takes his own life. The Send Ethan White message is sent into the past just as Jackson is about to put her plans into motion. Along with it, Ethan sends a copy of Richard's recorded murder on Archie, hundreds of live jungle plants, and a farewell gift to Xanthi. As a result of destroying the Chronicle, the timeline is altered. In the past, Jackson is apprehended after Archie broadcasts the recording to a new station, and the plants are used to resurrect the planet. Following a time jump, Ethan discovers that his corpse has vanished, and that his once ruined city has been developed and populated. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video.